Imagine you're walking home late. You hear footsteps behind you. Your heart pounds. You glance back. No one there. You push forward. Suddenly, your phone dies. You can't call for help. The streetlights flicker and go out. A stray dog growls. Your breath catches. Fear grips you. Every muscle tenses. But then, you remember a simple truth. You have power over your mind. Not the flashing lights, not the shadows, just your mind. Today we'll learn how to stand firm when the world shakes, how to see clearly, act with calm, embrace what you can't change, and build a shield inside that no storm can break. Question for you: when was the last time you felt true fear, and then found calm instead? Stay with me. By the end, you'll walk away with a blueprint for unbreakable strength. In 172 AD, the Roman Empire faced a crisis unlike any before. Soldiers froze on the Danube's banks, a plague swept cities, armies crumbled. The world's greatest power trembled at the edge of collapse. Yet in the midst of that storm sat one man, writing by candlelight, Marcus Aurelius, Rome's emperor. He watched his best generals die, heard the cries of grieving mothers, felt the chill of winter winds on his back. He could have panicked, he could have lashed out, he could have given in. Instead, he wrote words that still echo today. You have power over your mind, not over external events. Accept this, and you will find strength. What was he seeing that most could not? He knew that pain, fear, and loss are part of life, but they do not have to destroy us. They can teach us. They can forge steel in our hearts. From Aurelius on icy battlefields to Epictetus in crowded courtyards, the Stoic message rang clear. You can't control fate, only your response. That truth is the bedrock of every pillar we'll explore. It's the spark that lights our inner forge. Now, let's break down those tools, starting with perception. See events clearly, and you'll never be fooled by your own fear. Across the Mediterranean, another Stoic taught this lesson in action. Epictetus was born a slave. He suffered injury so bad his leg was twisted. He could have spent his life in pain and bitterness. Instead, he found freedom in his mind. He stood before crowds and said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." He walked with a limp, yet he moved with more power than any king. His message spread. Real freedom begins inside. Question for you: where in your life do you feel trapped? And how could you unlock your inner door? The deeper fact behind Stoicism is this: life will test you, not if, but when. Illness, loss, betrayal. Every soul meets hardship, but not every soul chooses the same path. Some break, some bend, some rise stronger. Marcus did not write for glory. He wrote for himself. In his journal, which we now call Meditations, he peeled back every fear. He asked, "Why do I let this bother me? What can I control?" His words were a lifeline, not only for him, but for countless generations. Think about this. What if your worst day could become your greatest lesson? Welcome to the heart of Stoic practice. Here lie 7 simple, steady pillars. Each one holds the power to change how you live, think, and feel. Begin with the first, then add the next, until you've built your own unshakable refuge within. Perception is how you view the world, your mental window. When that window is smudged with fear, bias, or wishful thinking, everything looks grim. Stoics teach us to clean that window. Ask yourself, 1. What are the facts right now? Strip away judgments like good or bad. 2. Am I adding extra suffering by labeling it negative? How would a neutral observer describe this? 3. Is there another way to interpret what's happening? Example: losing a job feels like a catastrophe. But a Stoic thinks, yes, my income changed, but now I have space to learn new skills, pursue a passion, and find a role that fits me better. Try it now. Pause. Think of one worry you carry. What neutral fact lies beneath your fear? Action is your guiding star. You cannot calm every storm, but you can adjust your sails. Direct your energy only toward what you can control. Your words, your effort, your daily habits. Let go of what you can't. Other people's choices, yesterday's mistakes, or tomorrow's weather. Practical exercise. Tomorrow morning, choose one thing firmly within your power. It might be your attitude during a commute or finishing a report by lunchtime. Pour all your focus into it. No wasted thoughts on what happens next. Reflect. Right now, what is one small task you could start? Something you fully own from start to finish. Will is your inner backbone. Fate will test you, bend you, even threaten to snap you. But by yielding like bamboo, you become both flexible and strong. Accept what you cannot change. Fighting the wind drains your strength. Instead, let it push you forward. Mindset shift. When life throws you off balance, whisper to yourself, "I can work with this." That setback, it's actually raw material for your growth. Reflect. Think of a recent twist you thought was unfair. In what ways might it shape you into a stronger, wiser person? Virtue is doing what is wise, brave, fair, and self-disciplined. Nature made us to learn, to help, to grow. Comfort can lull us into laziness. Hardship can sharpen our character. Simple daily rule. Ask every morning, what is the right thing to do today? Then do it. Even when no one is watching and there's nothing to gain. Try this. Name one small act of kindness or honesty you can offer someone today, then follow through. Resilience isn't about dodging every blow, it's about bouncing back faster each time. A Stoic trains for hardship through deliberate discomfort, cold showers, silent walks, speaking hard truths. When real challenges arrive, you've already practiced recovery. Mini challenge. This week, choose one small hardship to face. Skip a familiar comfort, confront a minor fear, or have that difficult conversation you've been postponing. Notice how you grow. Reflect. What is one lingering fear you've been avoiding? How can you take a small step toward facing it this week? Even the mightiest tree thrives in a forest. Stoicism is not about isolation, it's about shared strength. We teach, we learn, we support. Allow yourself to give help and let others offer it to you. Action step. Reach out to someone today. Share an honest thought. Offer assistance, or simply listen. Let them stand beside you as you stand beside them. Question. Who in your circle needs your support right now? Reflection is where change is forged. Each evening, spend a few minutes asking, what went well today? Celebrate those moments. What could I have done better? No blame, just lessons. How did I embody virtue? Where did I stray? Write it down. This simple habit turns experience into wisdom and readies you for tomorrow. Will you commit to 5 quiet minutes of honest reflection tonight? Meet Jensen. 5 years ago, he was living the dream, an elite basketball star with a multi-million-dollar contract and fans chanting his name in packed arenas. Every step he took seemed to echo power, purpose, and possibility. But life doesn't ask for permission when it decides to test us. In one brutal moment, Mark's entire world split into 2 timelines, before the injury and after the injury. No cheers, no contracts, no clear future. He was told he might never run again. He couldn't walk, let alone dunk. The pain wasn't just physical, it was spiritual. He stared at the ceiling for weeks in a hospital bed, haunted by the replay of that single catastrophic bounce. His identity wasn't just shaken, it was shattered. Who was he without the game? We all have that moment, the unexpected phone call, the betrayal, the diagnosis, the dream that collapses, when life strips everything away and whispers, you are not in control. Have you ever faced a moment that rewrote your entire life story? What did it take from you, and what did it give you a chance to become? We all have that moment, the unexpected phone call, the betrayal, the diagnosis, the dream that collapses, when life strips everything away and whispers, you are not in control. Have you ever faced a moment that rewrote your entire life story? What did it take from you, and what did it give you a chance to become? 1 perception. This is not the end, he wrote. It's the beginning of something deeper. He stopped asking, why me? He started asking, what now? 2, action. He set a single painful goal. Flex the knee for 5 minutes every hour. No magic, no miracle, just movement. 3, will he embraced the pain, not as punishment, but as proof he was still in the fight. 4, virtue. He began mentoring young patients in physical therapy. One child with a torn ACL told him, you make me feel like I'm still an athlete. 5, resilience. He celebrated everything. The first unassisted step, the first time he jogged, the day he finally slept without pain. 6, community. Former teammates sent care packages, video calls turned into support groups. He let people in and leaned on them. 7, reflection. Every night he wrote, here's what I did, here's what I felt, here's what I'm becoming. His journal wasn't therapy, it was transformation on paper. Mark didn't just rebuild his leg, he reforged his soul. Not in grand victories, but in the daily, quiet, brutal battle with the self. 2 years later, Mark didn't return to the game the same way. He returned stronger, not as a player, but as a builder of others. He founded a sports rehab center that's helped thousands of athletes recover, physically and emotionally. He became the mentor he once needed. His injury, it became his gift. His pain, it became a path. His story, now it gives people hope. What trial in your life have you been resenting that could actually become your greatest gift? What pain might be the doorway to your purpose? Now it's your turn to step into the practice. Stoicism isn't just something to learn, it's something to live. And it starts with daily steps, simple and steady. I've created a guided workbook you can download. But you don't need anything fancy, just you, your day, and a bit of intention. Let's build your Stoic stronghold, 1 brick at a time. Before the noise of the world reaches you, before emails, headlines, and to-do lists, take 5 quiet moments. Sit up. Feel your breath. Be present. Then ask yourself 2 simple questions. 1. What virtue will I live by today? Choose just one. Courage, patience, honesty, compassion. 2. What's one thing I can fully control today? A conversation, a task, a choice. Now write it down in one clear sentence. This tiny act becomes your anchor for the whole day. Try it tomorrow. Today, I will practice patience. I will focus fully on writing that report. This sharpens your intention like a blade and keeps your energy aligned with what truly matters. Sometime in the middle of your day, when stress is building, screens are glowing, and your breath is shallow, pause just for 1 minute. Set a timer or use a reminder. Then ask yourself, is this within my power? Am I creating stress by trying to control the uncontrollable? If the answer is yes, exhale. Let it go. You're not a machine. You're a human being. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale clarity. Exhale tension. This is your reset button. 1 quiet minute to return to yourself. Try it now. Close your eyes for 30 seconds. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Feel the space between your thoughts. That's you, steady and centered. Before sleep pulls you under, take 5 minutes to review the day. Don't judge, don't shame, just observe. Divide your journal page into 2 simple sections. Wins. What went well? What are you proud of? Big or small? Lessons. What didn't go as planned? What could you do better next time? This nightly ritual isn't about perfection. It's about clarity. When you reflect honestly, you learn to trust yourself. You see your own growth, 1 page at a time. What's one thing you did well today, no matter how small? Write it down and feel it. That's your proof. You're growing. Each Sunday, set aside 1 quiet hour. This is your personal check-in, your soul's weekly meeting. You don't need spreadsheets, just a pen, your thoughts, and a little silence. Here's the process. 1. Review. Skim your daily notes. What patterns do you notice? What virtues kept showing up or didn't? 2. Gratitude. Write down 3 moments of unexpected goodness from the past week. They might be tiny, a smile, a laugh, a deep breath. 3. Service. Choose 1 small act to help someone next week. A kind word, a thoughtful message, a shared meal. This rhythm grounds you in the long game. You stop drifting. You steer your ship with intention. What's 1 simple, kind action you can plan for this week, just to make someone else's life a little lighter? Even the most self-reliant Stoic isn't meant to go it alone. We all need mirrors, people who reflect our growth, challenge our blind spots, and catch us when we stumble. Once a month, reach out. Choose a friend, a mentor, or a loved one. Sit down, face-to-face or phone-to-phone. Here's what to do. Share your wins. Let them see your progress. Share your struggles. Let them hold some of your weight. Ask for feedback. Listen, really listen. Then offer your support in return. This connection is not weakness, it's strength multiplied. It's a reminder, we grow faster when we grow together. Who in your life would welcome a conversation like this? Who do you trust enough to say, here's where I'm growing, and here's where I'm stuck? These practices are simple, but they are not small. They are the daily bricks in the fortress of your character. Start today, 1 quiet moment, 1 clear intention, and 1 honest reflection at a time. That's how strength is built, not in bursts, but in breath. 1. Now, close your eyes for a moment. Imagine your life 1 year from today. Not perfect, not free of challenges, but deeply different because of how you face them. 2. You've stood in the face of fear and breathed through it. You've been knocked down and risen with more grace than before. You've given your time, your ear, your heart to those who needed it. And each evening you've looked inward, not with shame, but with honesty and courage. 3. This is not someone else's strength, not a borrowed quote or a passing motivation. This is your strength. Quiet, steady, built from daily choices, layered from your own sweat, reflection, and action. 4. What you've built is more than a habit. It's a sanctuary of the soul, a personal code, a place to return to no matter what storms rage outside. 5. This is your Stoic stronghold. 6. So now the question becomes, which pillar will you build first? Will you begin with perception, learning to see things clearly without panic or distortion, or action, choosing each day to focus only on what's within your control? Maybe it's will, the quiet resolve to face life's twists with acceptance and strength, or virtue, living true to your values, even when no one's watching. Perhaps resilience calls to you to rise faster every time you fall, or community, reaching out, lifting others, and letting them lift you. Or maybe you start with reflection, those honest moments at day's end where you truly meet yourself. 7. There is no wrong answer, only a beginning. 8. To help you begin, we've created a free workbook. You can download it below. But even without it, your journey starts now, with awareness, with intention, with 1 small act of courage. 9. In the comments, I'd love to hear from you. Which pillar spoke to your heart today? What's your very first step right now? 10. Let's build this together. A global circle of strong, calm, thoughtful people. Each of us becoming the kind of person others can lean on, because we've done the work within. 11. And in our next episode, we'll go even deeper into how to find peace when the world profits from panic. That one will challenge you, but it will also free you. 12. Storms will come. That's life. But now you have a blueprint, a practice, a path. 13. Stand on your pillars, stand unbroken. Thank you for being here. Be strong, be calm, be unbreakable.